Hello there. Bringing you another comic book haul. This is actually a two-for-one trade plus a couple other books that I bought. But I had 32 books that I had gone through, read, a lot of Marvel, some DC, some indie books. Went through, read, and decided, okay, these are all cool, but I'm not keeping these. We took the wee book in and traded them away. So two-for-one trade. There was 32 books. I got these 16 books. And like I said, while I was there, I also picked up two other books that weren't free. And I think they're pretty good ones too. So stick around to the end for that. All right, now for just off the top, we have Batman and Robin issue number one. I don't think this is a key significance book, but it's actually I've seen people show it, and it's considered an iconic cover now. So it has a little bit of value, but not a lot. So, but it's also something I saw in their dollar bin books as part of the trade, and I thought, well, that's in there. I'll just take it and read it, and then we'll decide whether it's a cool enough cover for me to keep. But I probably will. I like to keep some issue number ones. I don't try to keep everything that I find. That's like sometimes I find sets of books in the dollar bin, and I buy the whole set and I read it. And if it's really a key important book for the first issue of the set, then I probably usually keep it. But if it's not that big a deal, then I don't keep it, and I trade it all away so that somebody else can get the whole thing. Anyways, moving on to another one that didn't have a bag or board or anything like that. These are all as in the condition as when I bought them. So if they're not in a bag and board, that's what they were. If they are, then that's what they were. All right. So this is a Marvel book. We got Kazar the Savage, number 18, 75 center. I believe this puts it directly in the era of the 1980s. I don't think it's 1970s, or if it is, it's very late 70s. No, 1982. That's what I thought. So, all right, now the next ones are the indie books that I selected, and they had just gotten in another huge collection of comic books, most of them bagged and boarded. I could have bought a lot more after this trade, but after doing the trade, but I showed a little bit of restraint. But I saw these from this series, and I had to take them all. And we first off we got Dreadstar, issue number one, and this is from the Marvel imprint known as Epic. So, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones I think I had it already, and it's now a duplicate. There's a couple in here that are now duplicates, and I will look at the ones I have and these ones and see which ones are better, and then I'll trade away the ones that aren't as good, and I'll keep the better ones for myself. You also had issue number four. I'm pretty sure that one I did not have. So, and I got to admit, these Dreadstar books, they have some great covers. They got great back covers too. I mean, look at those back covers. Just very cool. Now these ones, we got issue number 8 next up, and I have someone's put a little sticker with details on them. This wasn't done by Rebook In, that was somebody else who put it on there. So someone put it on number 8, 1984, and it says 9.5. So I think that's their idea of what the grade is on it. It's like, oh, it's a 9.5. I don't know, but it was only marked at, when that person was trying to sell it, was only marked at $2. So is it truly a 9.5 after being in Weebook In, dollar pins, even in these bags of boards? Probably not. Now this is one, issue number 17. This one I know is in better condition than the one I already have. The one I have is in rough shape, from 1985, and the person marked this one as 9.2. And the little sticker on it says 2013, so I think that's when they were trying to sell it or when they put the sticker on. So they denoted that as a 9.2. So that is definitely in the better shape than the one I have. It also had Dreadstar issue number 19. These last two don't have any grades on them. It's got a sticker. That one has a sticker price of $3, but like I said, I got this in trade out of Weebook In's dollar bin books, and regardless of whether something has a sticker on it or not, it's $1 out of their dollar bins. It's only if something they've priced with one of their stickers ends up in the dollar bin by accident, which does happen sometimes, then it's not a dollar. But usually if I find someone's put the wrong book in with the dollar bin books, I put it back in the box that's not the dollar bin books. So it's in the right place. And it was Dreadstar number 20. So that one has the bag on that is pretty wavy, so I'll have to replace that bag. All right, now the rest of this is all DC. And this was the bulk of what they had gotten. They had gotten tons and tons of DC books, a lot of it from the New 52 era. But somebody had gotten to it ahead of time and I think they took all of the major keys, or they took all the number ones. It was picked over. But there were a few that they didn't either they didn't want or they missed. So that Batman and Robin number 1 wasn't in a bag and board. Either they didn't want it because it wasn't properly protected, or they missed it. Now, this one's from the New 52, and this is World Finest Huntress and Power Girl number 1. And with the New 52 books, I'm trying to get issue 1s and issue 0s, if the issue 0s exist for the series. And I'm not going to get it for every series. Only to me the key important ones. But this is one I had when it first came out back when New 52 was new. So let me show that one next. Anyway, I had a whole bunch of them, and I had invested in almost every series, but usually I think it was only up to about issue 6 to 12 of each series, and then I just said there's too much, and I got rid of it all, including my Batman and Detective comic ones, which I should have hung on to because of the Court Owl stuff. But hey, you live and learn. This one, showing a little bit out of order alphabetically, this is Phantom Stranger from the New 52, issue number 0. So, yeah. Either the person missed this book or they didn't care or didn't know. So that was definitely a great find. Now, the rest of the ones that I traded for are all the same series, and I was so annoyed. I found issues 2 to 7 where there was no issue 1. So either the person who sold the stuff to Weebookin didn't give away the number 1, or when they gave it away, somebody got to it before I did and took the number 1. And the number 1 is a key, and it's like one of the most important keys for this series and for these characters. Now they've said retroactively, and they've now said that there are unofficial first appearances of these characters in old, I think, Bronze Age and Silver Age books. But the true first appearance is the issue number 1 of this series. And if you know anything about what I might be talking about, and I know when it comes to DC Comics and characters from DC, I know Mike from Lunch Money Comics. Shout out to Mike. He likes the kooky and spooky and occult stuff, and so do I. I like other stuff too, but I had this series when it first came out and didn't hang on to it, and now I will probably try to get the whole thing, but I don't know. So let's go through Justice League Dark, issue number 2. Justice League Dark, issue number 3. Justice League Dark, issue number 4. Justice League Dark, issue number 5. Justice League Dark, issue number 6. And Justice League Dark, issue number 7. So, will I try to get them all? I will try to get at least the first 12. That's sort of my goal for a lot of the things I've been collecting lately. It's like, if it's a major series and it's something I really like, get the first 12, if 12 exist. And if it's not something I'm like as much, but I still want to have like the first story, so that I collect the first 6 or first 5, depending on what the story is. And if it's just where I want the issue 1 and the issue 0, then I get just that. And if it turns out I don't want it, then I don't worry about it. But yes, that was great to get in trade for what I traded away. And like I said, most of what I had traded away was actually Marvel. just some random Marvel miniseries that I had that I had picked up in their dollar bin in trade. So I had traded for other books for those books, got them basically for nothing, and then I'll turn those books into trading for other things. Now, the Justice League Dark book, the Dark books, and the Dreadstar books, those aren't going anywhere. Most of those DC ones, I think there were maybe one or two of them. Yeah, like I probably will keep this, but I don't know. And I would definitely keep Kazar because I like collecting Kazar. All right, 2 books left. And these ones, one was $5, one was $10. This was in their box set aside. I had seen these in the box before, but I waffled about them, and it's like, okay, do I really want these? And I was going through it again, and life is changing a bit for me over the next little while, so I thought, well, let's splurge. But I saw one's only $5, one's only $10. But first up, we have for $5 Personality Classics Marilyn Monroe, and yes, that's basically getting that for the cover. And what's interesting about this book is it has the Beatles on the back. Oh, that's just strange. I love that. I haven't really looked at that yet. Like I said, that I got for the cover. Now, if you've seen one of my previous video, you know I found a recent book, issue number 4 from this series. Got it from Beck Antiques. They gave me a great deal. Shout out to the people at Beck Antiques. You did me a solid. I really appreciate it. This is Eastman and Laird, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I forget what issue number this is. Is it 36? Something like that? I think the issue number is underneath the sticker. Just give me a second. Try to get this out. I'm sure there are people out there who can tell me right off the top of their head what issue number it is, but I can't do that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, it doesn't have the issue number on the cover. Book 36 on the back from August of 1991. And it's actually got a bit of a wraparound bit to it. And yes, I had... Oh, did I check this one? I don't think I actually checked to see if it was signed. I'm pretty sure it's not. So I think I actually checked it already. Yeah, so. But very cool. Issue number 36 of Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that needs a better bag and board at some point. But for now, it'll be fine in the one I got it in. All right, so there you go. That's the haul for today. And that's a great series of books that I traded for and a couple that I bought. And you can let me know in the comments what you thought. Do you think that was a good trade? Like I said, I was mostly Marvel, and it was Marvel series that were like 6-issue series or 4 books of the first series. I think I had Miss Marvel, the first 4 books, and then I had a few others like Gold Goblin. I had that entire series. Those were the type of books that I traded away. Stuff that was good but not great. So it was fine. So you can let me know what you thought in the comments or for what I got, and did you like it? Did you not? All that sort of stuff. So like, subscribe, all that stuff. I hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.